Mr. Beast is deceiving viewers with CGI in his philanthropy videos. In a video recently uploaded by Rosanna Pansino, it was uncovered that Mr. Beast is faking his philanthropy videos to make it seem as though he is doing more good than he actually is.
In this video, we're curing 1,000 people's blindness.
And what if I told you Mr. Beast didn't actually pay to cure 1,000 people's blindness?
Jimmy, we've tried reaching out to you via registered mail, phone calls, messages. Get in touch with us. Give us a call. We'd love to make things right.
They digitally removed the entire hospital to make it look like they built the hospital.
I fed 10,000 families for Thanksgiving.
This is 10,000 turkeys, and we're gonna give them all away to people in need. The food drive starts in 5 minutes. Look at how long this line is. It never ends. We are literally feeding an entire city.
This video had a very interesting concept, but people were saying that it seemed like a sponsored video disguised as charity work.
Last year, they donated over 400,000 pounds of turkeys to people in need. Like this. Where'd you get that from? I found it. That's not
It feels mad weird looking at Chris like being Chris and not like whatever he is now.
fake. This oven-ready turkey from Jenny O. Did they tell you to say that? They did. They gave me $3 and a turkey. They're also pre-seasoned. And more importantly, they gave us 10,000 turkeys to give away at this food drive, so I forbid you from buying a turkey from any other brand for this Thanksgiving. This is the Thanksgiving turkey now.
So that's a donation of around $250,000, which seems like a lot until you find out what was the parent company of Jenny O. That company being Hormel Foods, a food conglomerate worth $17 billion. It's nothing more than a TV advertisement, but instead of a 15-second commercial, you're getting a 4-minute dedicated Mr. Beast video that reached over 11 million viewers.
What Jimmy's doing, you know, taking good publicity and somebody else is funding the free turkeys or whatever, doesn't seem that bad to me, at least compared to like what other people are doing for clout, like Jack Doherty. It's not half as bad as what people are doing nowadays. It's not that big of a deal, I don't think. But like people are trying to make it seem like Jimmy, like he's the devil, and I just can't like get behind that. Like it just doesn't make sense.
Now we get to the most recent scandal when it comes to Mr. Beast philanthropy, where people are asking, is it fake? Mr. Beast is deceiving viewers with CGI in his philanthropy videos.
In a remote part of Nepal, this hospital looked like this.
In a video titled We Powered a Mountain, Mr.
Hold on, what?
Beast philanthropy, where people are asking, is it fake? Mr. Beast is deceiving viewers with CGI in his philanthropy videos.
In a remote part of Nepal.
Dude, if Jimmy's team recorded this lady carrying all that hay and did not help her, like, I hope that's stock footage.
This hospital looked like this.
In a video titled We Powered a Mountain, Mr. Beast's team goes to a community with no electricity and try to power it, and also build a hospital. The problem with this video was that one of the producers / editors, Dan Mace, had a BTS behind the scenes video on his channel. And when you compare the footage, you can see that Mr. Beast added CGI to make it seem like he did more charity work than he actually did. Adding CGI, decay, trash, and moss to the video. And this was pointed out in a video uploaded by Rosanna Pansino in collaboration with Dogpack 404.
Mr. Beast is that he has faked parts of his philanthropy videos in a way where he's making it look like they did more than they actually did. You know, for one example, there's like moss growing here, which is...
Yeah, it looks more decrepit.
Yeah, it's like the concrete's breaking down right here. There's like holes in the roof.
Now that you zoom in on it, it does look kind of fake. What the hell?
There's like all this random crap.
But in the real shot, there's no moss.
Yeah.
There's no decrepit.
So in this opening shot, where Mr. Beast says, this is what the hospital looked like a month ago, they digitally removed the entire hospital to make it look like they built the hospital.
Dude, deleting the whole fucking hospital with CGI is crazy, though.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, they did that to make it look all broken down and decrepit, adding all these, like all this trash. Like this looks like a PlayStation.
Dude, that's fake trash. It looks like some fucking San Andreas trash on the floor, dude.
Too graphic.
Apparently, this is something he has done multiple times before.
This secluded town in the middle of nowhere looked like this.
You saw it? Some part of a real building here, but then they just use generative AI or you know, editing or whatever to expand it. Because it's like the building here is like expanding. So it's like they added on the whole back half of the building. The flowers here are like not lining up. You can barely tell that this is faked.
And if he isn't using CGI to embellish the videos that he's doing on his philanthropy channel, he's reusing the same footage to make it seem as though more work was done. For example, in the We Built 100 Wells in Africa video.
You just witnessed a small village in Kenya get access to unlimited clean drinking water in less than a second.
One down, 99 more wells in Africa to go. You're gonna love this video.
In multiple shots, you see the same wells listed as different wells. Well 29 and 67 were the same. He also said he built a bunch of wells in Kenya, but then showed wells that were clearly built in Zimbabwe.
At the beginning of the video, I said that what if Mr. Beast didn't actually cure 1,000 people's blindness? It's been 2 years since that video was released, and Mr. Beast hasn't paid the non-profit.
I heard some stuff about the scandal, like he hadn't paid the doctors or some shit.
Organization that provided these surgeries.
Mission Flight is one of the nonprofits that's featured in that video. Our surgeons, our people are performing that work. It only costs us about $2,000 per surgery after consideration of the donated supplies that we received from other organizations. We did 62 surgeries that weekend. That's $124,000. We have yet to receive a penny from Mr. Beast. Did we receive any kind of compensation from Mr. Beast for any of the surgeries in April of 2022?
Nothing related to Mr. Beast in our projects.
And what about any other clinics, any other
That's
dates
fucked up.
that we've been doing surgeries in Mexico?
You know, any projects? No.
And as of October 30th, they said, we still have not received any money nor any communication with Mr. Beast after multiple attempts to reach out. Mr. Beast posted his video in January 28th, 2023, and almost 2 years later, they still didn't receive their money. So many people decided to share this video. The video got a lot of views. I even spoke with Mike directly, and we had set up an interview, and I was gonna make a part 2 for this video.
Up.
But as of right now, it seems like Mission Flights have taken their video down. Maybe someone on the Mr. Beast team finally reached out after he started getting backlash.
Hey guys, Mike from Mission Flight. Big update regarding our video about Mr. Beast and the eye surgeries. And thank you to you, the online community that helped get the word out. In fact, yesterday, someone from Jimmy's team contacted us and was sincerely surprised that that we had not been compensated. He was pretty shocked, and
they had to make a whole giant scandal for them to receive the money that they were owed by Mr. Beast. That's crazy. Imagine if their video hadn't got any traction, you know?
When this TikTok baker told a story in 2022 about a cake she made for Mr. Beast that Mr. Beast
That's a fucking cake?
didn't actually end up paying for after she made it.
This is not a toilet. It's actually a cake that I was asked to make to prove that I could make a super realistic toilet. And in return, I was going to get hired to make this cake for a very big video.
What?
And get paid a lot of money. And instead, I was not hired, and this video was shown to another decorator on how to make a toilet cake. And long story short, I'm never making a toilet cake again, and you should always have a contract before you make something. But they're like, no, we don't care, we definitely want you, we'll pay anything, just make it happen. Okay, so I believe them. And just a quick side note, one of the stipulations of me doing the proof of concept was that they could not use this video in their video. They could not show this video to anybody else as an example. And I found out from someone who was inside the team that they did show it to other cakers. At the time, I didn't know it was Natalie Sidesurf, but it doesn't matter. She's able to make her own cake. This is not about her. This is about the team showing my content to other people when I told them not to. So I began, shipping things to the location, hiring people to make molds, trying to make it work, telling them all along the way that it's too expensive. Like, are you sure you really want me to do this? They're like, yes, yes, yes. And then once they actually get the invoice, crickets. They don't say, no, this is too high. Oh, no, we're not going to go with you. No hard feelings. They just ghost us, which I was like, this is very unprofessional. So I keep emailing them, and finally they're like, no, we're not going with you.
It wasn't until this video got 31 million views and 4 million likes that Mr. Beast even decided to give her a call and make things right.
So for those of you that speculated that this whole thing was with Mr. Beast, I can confirm it was. What happened, and it was unfortunate. So last night, Jimmy called me up and we had a good heart-to-heart conversation. We talked about where the communication fell through, what we could have done better to make sure that something like this doesn't happen in the future. We came up with a plan to resolve the issue, and long story short, everything's all good.
The thing is, like, I grew up watching Mr. Beast for like the last like 7, 8 years, and from the beginning, he's always said that all his videos were real. So, you know, like me, like my younger self, I believed that all his videos were real. I literally believed all his videos were real until like last year, you know, when they started looking kind of like too CGI or too scripted and too perfect, you know. The one narrative I never understood is when people are saying that, especially Andrew Tate, he's saying that Mr. Beast is the devil. He's just like, look at his name, Mr. Beast. You think that's a coincidence? It's stupid. Like, he's not gonna be the Antichrist, bro. OG viewers, you know, we miss the original Chris. You know, he was cool. You feel me? But like, I don't know. Now he's a PDF file and like weirdo, bro. Weirdo. This guy right here, I have no idea who he is, but he made a wonderful video. Let's see. Subscribe. I'm gonna link this guy in my video. Amazing work. He probably has other fire content. This guy right here. The Asher Show.